Sometimes the hardest lessons in life aren't about success. They're about becoming someone you can respect. You've made it this far, you've stood tall, faced your fears, and taken the first steps toward a stronger version of yourself. But the journey isn't over. The next 6 lessons will test your patience, your honesty, and your heart. These are the rules that teach you how to stay calm when life breaks, how to speak truth when silence feels safer, and how to find peace in a noisy world. So take a breath, sit back. Let's continue this journey together, one slow, meaningful step at a time. Hey friends, welcome back to English Unleashed Now. I'm Ahmed. Many English learners dream of understanding books, movies, and ideas that change lives. But when they try, the words feel hard, the grammar feels heavy, and everything moves too fast. So today, I'll make it simple. I'll tell you about a special book called 12 Rules for Life. It was written by Jordan Peterson, a famous professor, psychologist, and speaker. But don't worry. You don't need to read the real book. You don't need to take notes. Just listen, relax, and enjoy. If you do this kind of listening every day, your English, and maybe your life will grow step by step. This book is not about science or religion or fantasy. It is about living. It gives 12 simple but deep ideas, small rules that can make life stronger, wiser, and more honest. Even native speakers find the original book difficult. The ideas are heavy. The sentences are long. So I'll explain each rule in slow, clear English. All right, let's begin our journey. Life, my friend, is not easy. Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes we feel lost or tired. We all face problems. But hear the truth, we cannot give up. We must stand up, take responsibility, and move forward. That is the heart of this book, responsibility. It means we take care of our own lives. We don't blame others. We try to do the right thing even when it's hard. And now, let's start with the first rule. Rule 1, stand up straight with your shoulders back. This sounds simple, right? Just body posture. But it's more than that. It's also about your mind. Your body and your mind are connected. When you stand tall, you send a message to your brain, a message that says, I am ready. When you walk with your head down, eyes low and shoulders closed, your brain feels weak and afraid. But when you lift your head, open your chest, and pull your shoulders back, your brain feels strong and confident. Think about it. When you feel proud, how do you stand? When you feel sad, how do you stand? The body tells the story before words do. So even when you feel tired, try this. Take a deep breath. Lift your chin. Stand tall. Shoulders back. It may look small, but that small movement can wake up your courage. It can change how people see you and how you see yourself. So remember, the first step to strength begins not in your mind, but in your posture. Stand up straight with your shoulders back. Rule 2, treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. Now this one touches the heart. Imagine a friend you love, a child, a parent, or even a pet. If they were sick, you'd take care of them. You'd give them food, water, medicine. You'd speak kindly. You'd protect them. But when it comes to ourselves, we often forget to care. We skip sleep. We eat junk. We speak to ourselves with harsh words. We say things like, I'm stupid, I'm useless. Would you ever say that to a friend? Of course not. So why say it to yourself? You are someone worth caring for. You are someone who matters. Taking care of yourself is not selfish. It is responsible. If you don't take care of your body and mind, how can you help others? When you are strong, you can lift others too. So start small. Drink water. Sleep well. Eat real food. Say kind things to yourself. Do one small good thing every day for you. And slowly, you will see the difference. You will begin to stand taller, think clearer, and feel calmer. Remember this. You are your own best friend. Treat yourself that way. Rule 3. Make friends with people who want the best for you. Now think for a moment. Who are the people you spend most of your time with? Do they make you feel inspired, or do they drain your energy? Friends are powerful. They can help you grow, or they can pull you down. Some friends celebrate your success. Some get jealous. Some only call when they need something. Some want you to stay weak so they feel strong. So here's the rule. Choose your circle carefully. Good friends push you to rise higher. They tell you the truth even when it's hard. They're happy when you win. They want you to become the best version of yourself. This doesn't mean you judge others or think you are better. It means you protect your time and your heart. Ask yourself, do my friends encourage me to grow? Do they respect my dreams? Do they want me to be strong? If yes, keep them close. If not, it may be time to move on. Your energy is precious. Give it to people who want to see you shine. Now here's my first question for you. What kind of friend do you want to be for others? Think about it. And later, when I ask again, you can comment your answer below. Rule 4. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. This rule is like medicine for the mind. We live in a world full of comparisons. Social media shows everyone's best moments, not their struggles. We see someone richer, happier, more beautiful, and we start to feel small. But the truth is, you don't know their story. You don't know their pain, their past, their problems. So comparing is unfair. The only fair comparison is with your past self. Ask, am I better than I was yesterday? If the answer is even a small yes, you're moving forward. Maybe yesterday you read 1 page. Today you read 2. Maybe yesterday you were angry for 10 minutes. Today you calmed down in 9. That's growth. Small progress counts. Tiny steps build strong lives. When you focus on your journey, jealousy fades away. Peace takes its place. So remember, compare only with yourself. Grow at your own pace. Celebrate small wins. Now tell me, what is one small thing you improved this week? Hold that thought. We'll come back to it later. Rule 5. Do not let your children do anything that makes you dislike them. This sounds harsh, but it hides a deep truth. Parents want their children to be happy. They want peace in the house. So they say yes to everything. They avoid saying no. But children who never hear no grow up without limits. They don't learn how the world works. And later the world will say no in a much harder way. Love means teaching discipline. Discipline is not punishment, it is guidance. It's the way we help children become strong, kind, and respected adults. If your child screams, teach calm. If they lie, teach honesty. If they hurt someone, teach empathy. And do it with patience and love. Children need parents who are both kind and firm. Too much softness creates weakness. Too much hardness creates fear. Balance builds strength. So remember this rule, it's not just for parents. It's for teachers, leaders, and anyone who guides others. We teach best not by shouting, but by example. Rule 6. Set your house in perfect order before you criticize the world. Many people blame the world for their pain. They say the government is bad. The system is broken. Life is unfair. But here's a question. Is your own house in order? By house, Jordan Peterson means your life. your habits, your health, your relationships, your work, your daily choices. If your own world is messy, how can you fix the world outside? Before you judge others, look inside. Clean your own room. Pay your debts. Speak kindly. Take care of the people who depend on you. It's not easy, but it's powerful. Real change always starts within. Now let me ask the third question. If you could change one small thing in your daily life to make it better, what would it be? Think honestly. Write it down later, because soon I'll ask you to comment your answer. So my friend, we've covered the first 6 rules. They are small sentences with big meaning. They teach us to stand tall, care for ourselves, choose the right people, focus on personal growth, teach with love, and clean our own lives first. Now before we end part 1, take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself, do I stand tall? Do I treat myself with care? Do I choose friends who lift me up? Am I growing a little each day? Do I teach with love and order my own life? If any answer is not yet, that's okay. Every big change starts with one small step. Now it's your turn. Go to the comments and answer the 3 questions I asked earlier. 1. What kind of friend do you want to be for others? 2. What is one small thing you improved this week? 3. What one small thing will you change to make your life better? I'll read your answers. And in part 2, we'll continue with the next 6 rules, lessons about truth, meaning, courage, and peace. So stay tuned, stay curious, and keep learning. Choose meaning over convenience. Life gives us shortcuts every day, but every shortcut hides a cost. Convenience feels sweet for a moment, but meaning lasts for a lifetime. When you chase convenience, you train your heart to settle for less. You stop growing. You start surviving instead of living. When you choose meaning, even if it's heavier, slower, and harder, you rise above the noise. I remember when I was learning English. I wanted results fast. I wanted fluency in weeks. But real progress came only when I stopped chasing speed and started chasing meaning. I began reading stories that touched me. I spoke words that mattered to me. That's when English stopped being a subject and became a language of purpose. So my friend, ask yourself, is this easy or is this meaningful? Choose the second one every single time. Speak truth even when it's hard. Lies are like dust on a mirror. The more you lie, the harder it becomes to see yourself clearly. We lie because truth feels heavy. We lie to look strong, to hide mistakes, to avoid pain. But every lie is a small betrayal of who you could be. When I first started making these podcasts, I pretended to be confident. But inside, I was nervous, afraid of being judged, afraid of not sounding perfect. Then one day, I stopped pretending. I admitted I was still learning, still improving. And strangely, that honesty gave me power, because truth connects you to real people. Truth builds trust. So don't lie, not even to yourself. Say what you believe, say what you mean, and say it with kindness. Confidence is not born from perfection, but from truth. Learn to listen before you speak. You cannot learn anything while you are talking. Listening is the secret language of respect. When you listen deeply, not just with your ears but with your heart, people open up. When I talk to English learners, I can tell who listens. Some wait for their turn to speak. Others truly absorb every word. Those who listen, they learn faster. They understand tone, rhythm, emotion. So practice silence. Pause before you reply. Let others finish their thought. Sometimes the most powerful English you can speak is the silence between words, because silence shows strength and strength invites trust. Be precise. Words shape reality. Words create reality. Every time you speak vaguely, you make your world blurry. But when you speak clearly, you bring focus to your life. Don't just say, I'm sad. Say, I feel lonely because I haven't called my friend. Don't just say, I want to improve my English. Say, I will practice speaking 10 minutes a day after breakfast. Specific words lead to specific actions. That's how you gain control, not by shouting louder, but by speaking clearer. Next time you open your mouth, don't fill the air with noise. Fill it with meaning. Be precise. Your words are the map of your mind. Draw them carefully. Let people fall, that's how they learn. This isn't about skateboards, it's about courage. When kids are learning, they fall. When adults are growing, they fail. And that's okay. If you protect people too much, they never learn strength. If you remove every risk, you remove every lesson. When I was learning to speak English in public, I stumbled. I mispronounced words. I made mistakes live on camera. But each time I stood up again, just like that child who falls off the skateboard and laughs before trying again. Let people fall, let yourself fall, then get up. That's how we build not just skill but character. Find peace in small moments. Life is full of storms. Some days everything goes wrong. You feel tired. You feel small. You feel like the world doesn't see you. But even in those moments, there are small pockets of peace, tiny, quiet gifts. Once I was walking home after a long day. I felt drained, empty, like I had given everything and had nothing left. Then a small cat crossed my path. It rubbed against my shoe, looked up, and purred. In that second, I remembered life is not only about great battles or big dreams. It's also about simple moments of calm. So when life feels unbearable, pause, breathe, notice something gentle, smile at a stranger, feel the breeze, pet the cat. Because peace doesn't always come from success. It often comes from stillness. One breath, the 12 rules of a meaningful life. Stand tall. Care for yourself. Choose friends who lift you higher. Compare yourself only to who you were yesterday. Take responsibility before you blame. Respect the wisdom of others. Seek meaning, not comfort. Speak truth even if it trembles. Listen before you answer. Be clear with your words. Allow growth through mistakes. And never forget the beauty of small things. If you follow these rules, you won't become perfect, but you will become real. And that's what this channel, English Unleashed Now, is all about. Speaking honestly, learning deeply, and living meaningfully.